Um, so in terms of open data sets, we were looking at next steps. So the guideline for sharing open data sets is providing stakeholders with best practices as well as existing works on data sharing, shares context as well for mining settings, and then there are some other considerations as well. Heather, can you go to the next slide? So we were looking at next steps and how to move forward. And so one of the next steps is actually a survey to gauge interest and reasons for lower participation. Well, I say lower, we're trying to increase participation through sharing of open sets. In addition to that, looking at maybe discussing with universities or looking at publications for historical data sets. Because right now there is interest, I think, in sharing data, but no one sort of wants to be, I think, the first to let go. But in regards to that as well, looking at having some workshops around data prep and augmentation. So with that, it's around using historical data from sites that are legacy assets that are no longer operational. Other tricks such as data anonymization, and then also there is the generation of synthetic data as well. Also looking at gauging interest with companies who have participated in hackathon challenges. Typically those have some aspect of data release to participants. And if companies have done those releases for hackathons, would they be willing to share that data a bit more broadly? So we can co-list data with GMG, but then also looking at reaching out to hackathon providers as well to see about co-listing their data sets. So that's kind of what we're looking at for potential next steps. Yeah, so the big thing is looking at how do we move forward and get the data sets a bit more active, encouraging collaboration and sharing.